Felicia Gomez Simpson here today, as usual. We are invading her space here at 418 People Street, Corpus Christi, Texas, downtown. I got my man Marcus Stoney here
What
with
it
me
do?
today. Man, Jennifer Regal and Joe Critical, they're on special assignment today, so hopefully the first year they come back and be with us. So, Felicia, what's going on? A lot of things are still moving on, and
it looks barren.
Well, you know, and you hurry up, took down the Christmas decoration. It's over. It's time to get rock and roll
Yeah,
again.
as soon as like we had our last family come in, the 27th, which yesterday. The day before yesterday. Yeah, I was done. Like I took the tree down.
You took it down there. That was it. Once you got.
Well, we have a 10-foot backdrop now.
Ooh.
10 feet, and it's white, and we have black, and we have green. So we're going to be hanging that this afternoon. And so we needed to hurry and get everything down so we can get all our New Year's stuff up. Right. Because we have a psych wall going up in this extra studio. We're building a psych wall, and then we'll be having overhead lighting, and that'll be rented out to other photographers. Awesome. And then I picked up a contract with the track team, so I'll be doing all their track photos. They'll be coming in, in studio to do their studio photos, but then I'll be going and doing their action shots, which I've never done before, so he's giving me something to put in my portfolio.
Nice. There you go.
So I'm branching out to sports photography.
Oh,
I gotta plan it out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Man, Marcus, what's up with you? What are you doing, man? What do you know about the NFT? That digital art, as they call it? Now, are you into that? Because you do TikTok, you do Snapchat, you do a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I never got into it yet. I don't know what it is, but you know what I'm saying? I heard about it, but I haven't put my full research into it yet and everything. But I am in this digital world.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because you can connect with people so fast nowadays.
Yeah,
It's great. My TikToks, I just hit how many subscribers? Like almost 2,000 followers, and I have over 15,000 likes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. And my YouTube channel is still there. Yeah. It's almost hitting 300 subscribers, but I have almost 80 videos now.
Yeah. That's awesome, because I know you be putting it out, man. I said, my man, and my old ass can't do nothing. I don't know anything about digital. I always need a little help, so I definitely got to turn to Felicia and you guys. And I said, all right, Marcus, come so I can talk to him about this, see what's going on. Yeah. Because you do so much, and it's not. I'm always willing to learn.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never get too old to learn.
Facts.
And so it's really good how things are moving out here, man.
Yes, sir.
Man, you got any projects coming up, or what you doing?
I'm editing the videos right now. I just did a snack crate video doing Hong Kong. Well, the snack crate was from Hong Kong.
Okay.
Me and my cousin did it. Not much, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my feet into a little bit of everything right now. I'm still trying to get into some hosting gigs. Yeah. I'm trying to just get my name out there. I'm ready to do some more movies and stuff like that. Cool. So if any, directors or writers out there, I'm here.
You're here. Hit up Marcus Stoney, baby.
A lot of stuff is dropping. They're going to be dropping castings on the 4th of January here in Corpus.
Okay.
For everything. Usually the first of the year calendar comes out, what plays are going to be. Wow. And they'll send out a mass email. So, there's, way more stuff going on this year than last year was just slow.
Yeah. It was slowly.
Getting back in the group because of the variant and then
the
you got
Mario variant, what they call it.
The Omicron. And they got so much stuff out there, man.
We laugh, but it's not that we're laughing because it's just frustrating.
Yeah, it really is.
In frustration, not of the
like an depression. Don't get yourself down. Just try to keep moving, but be cautious.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. Be cautious.
I just saw a video today actually, and they said it was a new bird flu out there in 2022. Then you hear in the background music is that, hell no.
Oh.
I saw one too where the guy was like, okay, who let a bird cough in your mouth? Aren't you supposed to have your masks on?
Yeah.
One thing about it, traveling. Now, I rode up to Dallas, on the Greyhound.
Okay.
And the thing about it, they're packing people in there.
Yeah,
my thing was sitting there, and, I'm already cramped as it is because those buses, they're not fit for anybody over 6 feet personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I'm kind of trying to use my human telepathy a little bit. No, there's a couple seats back there. When people come, I'll sit over there. Yeah, you can sit here. I was just giving that vibe. And, you know, that's how it was. Now, going up to Dallas, that's a different thing with the traffic going through Austin. It's like, what, don't these people, where they going? You know, and it's crazy because you don't have enough roads as it is, you know. Now, coming back, leaving out was really good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a little more comfortable when it was still packed. My point being is when you hear somebody coughing now, you just go, hey.
Before, or like somebody sneeze, before you would have been like, God bless you.
Yeah, now, like, hey, well, watch
get the
out,
fuck
man.
away from me.
You know?
I just chalk it up to allergies. Like, there's so many allergies.
There's so many allergies.
Like, I really, when someone sneezes, I'm not thinking COVID. And I'm thinking, like, allergies, our weather sucks here. I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt, you know? Yeah. Because I feel like if you put it into the world, oh my God, COVID's freaking everywhere again. Yeah. It's going to start manifesting freaking everywhere again. Let's just think that, like, okay, we're controlling it. We're all doing what we can. Let's go about our day. It's allergies. Take a Benadryl.
There's a lot of allergies going around, and I really know how this. I don't have allergies, but I know my mom had hay fever, and then like my daughter, she has allergies bad, and I know a lot of people that had it, and it's very, because it just messes with the sinus problem on your face, and you look at a person and tell them, you okay? Everything all right? Yeah. You know?
Well, just to think about it, I was a dental assistant when I was younger, to, you know, put myself through college. And one of the things that I learned when patients were coming in thinking that they had toothaches, it was actually your sinus cavities go into, like, are so low right here that your tooth, your roots actually hit your sinus. So when your sinuses are inflamed right here, it pushes pressure on your gums, and that's why you feel like you have a tooth infection. But in reality, it's your sinuses putting that pressure on your actual roots of your tooth, that because your roots go really deep. Well, your sinus cavities come really down.
So how was your Christmas, Marcus? Was it, you doing anything special? You go anywhere?
No, I didn't do nothing special. I went over to family house. I actually, one thing special I did, I feel like I made a sangria.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because on TikTok I did.
With fresh fruit?
Yes. Yeah. So I did it, this TikTok, I did like 6 days till Christmas drink specials kind of thing. Okay. So I started off with like something simple, then I finished off with this sangria, this huge sangria, and it had like a whole bunch of liquors in there, and a bottle of wine, half of wine in there.
Awesome.
Yeah. But my pops made some ribs. So I was like, ooh. It was a good holiday.
That was all right then. I had to get sangria and some good ribs. You can't beat that one.
You can't at all.
Were you at your house or your mom's or your dad's house?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you have so many places to go. Your brothers.
Christmas Eve, we were at my uncle's at 4, and then we left there and went to Sam's mom's, and then we got to go home. And then Christmas morning, we did our thing. We're at my mom's by noon, and then we were back at Sam's family, his dad's, by like 4 again. And then my kids got picked up by my youngest dad. Picks all of them up still, because like we just never wanted to separate them. So he picked them up about 6:30 Christmas night. So I had like no kids. Yeah. Sent Sam off to his mom's. Bye. And I got to stay at home, and I drank 3 24-ounce like Michelobs, like 3. Like I ran out of 2, and I was like, I'm going back to the store. And I'm not a drinker, y'all know. I don't drink.
That's right.
And I watched Harlem.
Okay.
Have y'all seen it on Netflix?
What?
Not Netflix. Amazon Prime.
No, I haven't
Harlem.
seen it.
It's a African American lead role women empowerment film. There are 4 African American females, and they are real different, and they're driven differently, and their attitude. I mean, they would be like the Sex in the City, but like,
in Harlem.
In Harlem.
Okay, cool.
And
I'll go check that out.
I literally watched the entire season.
Yeah.
By the time Sam came home.
These streaming services come out with like better shows than like HBO.
Well, have you seen A True Story with Kevin Hart?
Oh, that was fire.
Man, now I thought it was a movie, but it had 7 episodes. They got any more episodes after that?
No.
But I saw them when I was up. I said, man, I got really interested. I said, whoever wrote that, man, it was kind of like Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Kevin
was one of the writers.
Yeah, okay. Well,
and like, so I watched it. I watched it on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
The whole thing before I left to go anywhere. I was on the bed just drinking some some orange juice, and my dog was laying on the floor. We was both watching this. We was entertained.
I was entertained,
And it makes you think like a comedian's life is not.
Yeah.
It's not that like funny all the time. And some things happen.
And people try to. It's just it's just like people out to get you. Like when you provide for people, they ride on your. Your coattail, as they say, like Russia was doing with him, and it was it was very interesting. And then I want to see this other movie with Harder They Fall.
Ooh.
You know?
I didn't see that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's better. I think it's better. In my opinion, it's better than Django.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because that Django gives that Western kind of feel to it, and I never seen like the old Western films with like what's it called? It's a few old ones came in like in the, late 90s, early 90s.
Oh, about Posse.
Yeah. So I seen like bits and pieces when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But like this Harder They Fall feel, it hits on another level.
And it was really good. The great actress and actress that they had in it, Regina King played a hell of a part.
Oh, yes, she did.
You know, and I mean, we had Bass Reeves, where she was actually the first Lone Ranger.
Okay.
You know, he was black actually, and he had Bill Pickett. You know, played there because he was actually the first black cowboy.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a lot of things in there, and it was really good. I enjoyed that movie.
It was good.
Know,
it was amazing. And I like how they gave a shout out to Chadwick on the train.
Yeah.
They put his name on the side of the train.
Yeah.
And then she did, but I don't know if you caught that, when she went like this to her gang, and they before the train scene, she went like that, and it made me remind me of something like, that looks familiar to me. Malcolm X, when he told all the people to calm down, he went like that.
Yeah.
And then
they started marching.
When they was at the hospital?
Yeah. That's when, don't mean to get off something, but that's when Herbert J. Hoover told J. Edgar Hoover told about, man, that nigga got too much power. You know what I'm saying? Because how everybody was calm, meeting cool, didn't attack nothing, didn't do anything crazy. And, you know, so that's a whole different little system there. We get into Black History Month that's coming up, so we have a podcast, going to be a lot of stuff talking about what people are afraid to talk about.
Yeah.
You know, and what's the use of being afraid if it's the truth?
Right.
You know,
that's
what really gets me. Yeah, that's right. Just be aware, you know, of things that's going on, what had happened in our history, American history, as they say. So that's going to be very interesting. I have to put that out there.
True.
You know, and man, because you got to expand your horizons, and when people say, I'm telling you to keep doing, that's where I admire you, because I see you come from this to that, how things are.
Yeah. You
can't worry about what didn't happen right for you. You know, it's what you're doing now, and this is proof right here what you're doing. You know, so it's good. You know, and people are going to dislike somebody because of this or that, whatever. Well, you go look in that mirror, look in the mirror, and see what you're really like.
Yeah.
You know, and then you go from there. Because to me, you know, my family, everything, I told them this is what I want. RLS. You know, I'm the acronym man. RLS. And to me, that's respect, love, and support your family and friends.
Right.
You know, and don't try, why are you doing that? Or try to hate on why, you know. Don't worry about that. Just how things go. You take care of your business, because my philosophy is if you're worried about what somebody is doing or not doing, you're not taking care of your business.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I always, you know, uplift people that, you know, you're doing what you do. Regardless of somebody else, you're doing what you need to do. Nobody's handing you money. Well, here you go. Here's $5,000, Felicia. You understand? Got this and got that.
Yeah.
You know, here you go. Here's 1,500 markers. You get your own on the studio, and so, you know, for airtime, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know, you do what you need to do. So my thing is just keep encouraging people, because it's about that love going around.
Yeah.
And when it goes around, it rubs off on people.
Right.
You know, it rubs off on people. So that's what helped me, just by being here. Even though I consider this small time. You know, a lot of people got big time podcasts, you know. I tag people in to see how they feel. They can respond if they do, they can hear if they don't. It's okay. Yeah. It's about me venting, actually.
Yeah.
You know, vent a little bit and let you know that I am a positive person every day. I'm not just, a wishy-washy person.
But you're actually manifesting what your future is going to be by coming and doing your podcast and putting all this out there. People don't realize, like, you manifest this.
Yes.
You think it enough and you talk about it enough to the right
people. Exactly, yeah.
Right.
Like, it actually happens. Like, when me and Sam first decided to do this, and when COVID hit, it was like, do we keep things going or do we go back to regular jobs? Like what do, you know? And there was just no going backwards. We manifested this entire thing, and we just continue to do that. And it's like the support of all our rad people and people like you and Jennifer and like Tommy the Hacker that always come in and Like always like reiterate to us that y'all are noticing that we are doing it. And we don't need the whole world to notice.
Yeah, no, not
but
right.
the core people that have been with us since we started, y'all have helped manifest this.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
you know what I mean?
I like that. I like that. You know, and that's what it's all about, basically helping others when you can. You can't help everybody now.
No.
You know that, especially some people that really don't want no help.
Right.
You know, that they always just
they ask for help, but they don't.
They ask for help, but they're not really putting the effort in, because what's that saying? God help those who help themselves.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to help yourself, how you expect somebody else to help you?
True.
You know, so that's what I, the mindset is there every day, and so much negativity out here. You know, because I'm only on one social media, and that's Meta, Facebook.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he wanted to. What is it? Mark Zuckerberg wanted it to be the meta of the universe.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's okay.
Hey, look,
whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, whatever floats your boat. As long as you don't come around, go around disrespecting people or downplay people, because just like on social media, it's the gateway to feedback.
Yeah.
What you post just might get spit on.
Yeah.
Okay? Then you got to take it with the GBU, the good and the bad and the ugly. That's how I look at it every day. And, when even though I can repeat myself, it's just that mindset that I have to keep going every day, man.
Yeah.
That, you know what, talking about TikTok, I've been watching some videos, like, I'll be, like, in it, like, positive, then you get that video of the person's, like, all these hate comments, and I'm thinking, just turn off the comment section and keep posting your stuff. Because then you don't have that, you don't even entertain it because it's not available for them to write.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think if most people practice that, like, you're allowed to put out into the world what you want. You do not have to accept their criticism.
Yeah.
I mean, you have the power to turn off that comment.
Yeah.
And not even have it, And sometimes I want to go on there and be like, lady, take the comment section part off. That nobody can tell you anything negative. You just go in this world where you don't, you're always positive.
Yeah.
Because you can't put out something positive. Somebody says one hate thing and then you go and sob on, you know what I mean? It's like, dude.
But I feel like I feed off that. Not like to a point that I'm bitter about it.
Yeah.
Like I want those hate comments and be like, okay, keep talking your mess, because all you doing is making my algorithm shine a little bit more. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you put your dislikes, put your likes, put your hate comments and stuff like that, people gonna read that, and then they probably gonna make a video about it, like, why are you talking shit?
Yeah.
Well, they do that.
Yeah.
But my point is, if it actually hurts your feelings, turn it off.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
You're totally
you are in control of that.
In a positive way. So you're seeing, and I see it the same way. When someone comments to me, like, okay, like, I chalk it up. Like, it is what it is. You're entitled to your opinion. But people are not as mature as you and I.
Yeah, true. Well, of course.
But they put themselves out there.
Yeah.
But like they said, a lot of people are petty that, whatever you do to them, they're going to want to do back to you. That little revenge factor, and hey, that's all a part of growing up.
Children.
Yeah, that's it. So you got to let it go, just like my youngest grandson. Even though he's tall for his age, but he's a toddler. He's only 2. He's a baby.
Yeah.
You can't expect everything he wants. He sees, he don't get it. He's going to do his fall out. And that's him by growing up. And I saw it because there was another young boy that was 4 years old. You can tell he's more spunky, more alive, talking, everything really good. And just those 2 years difference makes a lot of difference.
Oh, absolutely.
And so I'm going to see how he's going to transfer, because he's going to do good.
Yeah.
And so that's why I understand that's just how it is. And you have to look at that, and I can respect that. But that's my little mini-me. I'm sorry to my youngest grandson, Ashton Noah, Morgan McDonald. Yeah, that's my mini-me, man. And he responds to me, relate so well, because I can tell him, he's like, Papa, yeah, because like I said, I am the dad, I am Grandpa and Papa, so I'm the grandpoopa.
Okay.
And plus my brother who had passed away in 2004, he had 3 daughters and a son.
Uh-huh.
So all of them comes on me, so that's the reason I try to get a lot of things set, because I told him, okay, Uncle, Grandpa, Dad, I got to do what I want to do now.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and get on out there, and that's where I appreciate when she got this place. I said, oh man, right downtown, I can get here, and stuff. Even if I got to walk from Stable Street Station with if the bus don't come right, you know what I'm saying? So my point is, the want to do it, go ahead and make that effort to do what you want to do. Right. Because when you start procrastinating, everything slows down, anxiety sets in, blood pressure rises, all of that. And no. We in 2022, man.
Yeah.
And so now people get offended easily, real quickly, and things are out of control. I've been seeing more with Amber Alerts with people abducting their child.
Well, it's the Christmas holidays, like so it's the step parents trying to take the kids because of the court order. So it's not so much more of like a malicious intent to take the kids to traffic or whatever. It's more of like the parents are trying to, or the family member that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just.
It's crazy wild. It's crazy wild. Well,
there was a shootout in Flower Bluff.
Oh, that's what wait, hold on now. A female got shot, right?
Okay, so I got the whole story.
Okay.
So this chick, she got dumped. And the guy was out of town, so she goes and breaks into his house to fuck up his stuff and take his things. And he saw it on the camera, so he called the cops because he was out of town and was like, "Look, my ex is trying to, ransack my house, whatever." So when the cops got there, she straight up shot his animal.
His dog had a dog.
Yep.
Just shot the dog.
She shot the dog. And barricaded herself in the house, and the cops had to go in there. SWAT had to go in there. She started shooting up everything. Yeah, she's crazy.
She got a couple of years.
Who shoots somebody's animal?
She was really.
I mean,
guess
tear
she wanted him
car,
to hurt.
Right?
Bad.
Whatever. I'm stupid. Like. But I mean, she is. Yeah, she is. She needs to be put away. She crazy.
Yeah, as long as
if that guy would have been there,
ain't John Wick. That's all I got to say.
But for
real. Speaking of Keanu Reeves, did anybody check out that new Matrix movie?
Yes.
No, I haven't. No.
We watched it. I fell asleep. Honestly, Rudy came over.
Oh, disappointment.
Rudy came over and watched it with the kids in the living room because I was like cooking and cleaning and getting things situated. So when me and Sam finally laid down to watch it, because it's long.
Yeah, it's like 2 hours.
I fell asleep.
Oh, well, that's not long.
2 hours and some change.
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
But it was pointless.
I couldn't get into it enough to stay awake personally. Sam said that he liked it. It was pretty good. And Rudy was like, well, meh.
Yeah, it's like mixed reviews because it started off like, I don't know if you seen the other ones like the.
Yeah, I seen when it first came out, and then the other Matrix and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it like this one it just in my opinion I see where they like blew their money in a way is bringing them back, and then because they have they have all new cast. Like Morpheus is in there, some random black bald dude.
Yeah.
That's supposed to look like him.
Yeah. But he's more flyer.
But he looks younger too.
Yeah.
So the character needed to look at least the age that we left off with Morpheus. Though,
because
right?
but they like the beginning of the movie. Okay, you think about it like okay, I see where they're going with this thing like that. So they were trying to make it seem like the Matrix was just a video game. And then
but they bring Keanu Reeves looking back like John Wick though throughout the whole movie with his long hair, and it's like if they should have kept his character like
really short.
So you knew it was Neo with the comb. But
when he was filming John Wick at the same time as that one, so
it was.
But that John Wick, I saw a trailer for that. That looks really good. Not this, but they like the story was just went down. Like it had a high peak and it just dropped.
Well, how about Spider-Man? You see Spider-Man? Hey,
I haven't seen that one.
I saw it twice already.
Well, so you really loved it, huh?
I'm a Spider-Man fan. Regardless. Okay. Like I'm like even the Andrew Garfield.
It said it grossed $1 billion.
Yeah, it grossed $1 billion in the first week.
In the first week.
Yeah, cause like in the first 2 days it was like $100-something billion. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, and they're talking about making it put it on nomination for best film.
All over film, right?
All over film for the Oscars. And
Wow.
Martin Scorsese was talking about I'm sorry if I messed up your name, but I know who Martin Scorsese is. He's done a lot of great movies like Goodfellas and things. And like he says superhero movies are not movies. They're just entertainment. But then
I thought movies were entertainment.
Yeah. So Tom Holland was all like, well, you can't you know what I'm saying? If you have good like writers and stuff like that, then superhero movies can come those Goodfellas or things like that. And like they way they broke this movie down, I like it kind of took me back to the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the cartoon version. Okay. And like I thought it was gonna be a clusterfuck of like, oh, there's a lot of Spider-Man everywhere jumping around. Well, no, it didn't. Like it told this story. and it was a good pace throughout the thing. It was not fast, it was not slow. It told the story well. Cause like I just don't want, if y'all haven't seen it, I just don't want to give it away.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it told its pace, and like it told the story, and it had emotional parts, it had exciting parts. The nostalgia hit when certain things happen. It's on the news. It's most on the news. Toby and Andrew comes back, and that's that. Like I grew up with Toby. Like that was. This is the reason why I fell in love with Spider-Man. Yeah. It's not because. Plus, I used to read him when I was a child. When I was like comic. Yeah. Because I think Spider-Man is like the best superhero in a way because he's that teenager trying to figure out life and being a superhero.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like these Tom Holland films is just a big origin story at the end of the day. Those 3 movies came out to this big origin story. And Tom Holland did a hell of a job on this one. Yeah. And it was really good. Like, it was like, you can hear the people clapped at the end of the movie. That's how amazing it was.
Wow.
But it was really good. Really good. Yeah. Took pictures with Spidey and everything.
Oh, yeah?
Somebody dressed up as Spider-Man.
Was it an angel?
I don't know who it was. It was somebody. It was this guy, this tall guy.
Oh, and, no, Angel's not that one.
Well, everybody, we're going to wind this up because you got things to do and everybody got things to do. You know, and at the time factor, but you got.
But before we wind it up, I want to ask you a question.
Go right ahead.
I forgot to ask you. I've been doing this thing called who's your Mount Rushmore in the comedy game? Like, what 4 people you looked up to? You know what I'm saying? It'd be like you don't take off, but you soak there.
Right. Yeah. Well, one thing about my comedy and what I do is different because I'm the acronym man. But as far as me. And the people I really like because it was all national. Number one was Richard Pryor.
Ooh, fire.
Okay, and number 2 is Bernie Mac. Okay, I love Bernie Mac.
Go.
And number 3, believe it or not, George Carlin.
Okay.
I like George Carlin.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And as far as and the noon daytime, I'm not gonna lie to you, Gabriel Iglesias. Ooh, Fluffy. So those right there. And then I put him because you got a little bit of everything that goes around, and so that's how I look at it. I can watch them. There's a lot of others that are out there that are really good, that it really gets to me, but those that I've seen, and, I don't pattern after anybody.
No.
It's just that Richard Pryor was more real because he talked about his situation, his life. Bernie Mac, he just had that swagger, because he talking about I'm a bitch.
Those facial expressions, too.
Yeah. And then George Carlin, I liked him because he was that white guy. Really, fuck you, America. He just tell you that we're fucking up. Yeah. He can't clean like that, Yeah. And then Fluffy because of mistake, because I'm down here. I'm born and bred in South Coast, Texas. Right. And just, even though he's from California and stuff like that, was just his way of, and his gift of gab. And he talks and just funny. I like it, because I like to laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I appreciate that. Those are my 4 right there, believe it or not, man. I know that's strange coming from me, but that's it,
What about your Mount Rushmore of, like, models and stuff like that? Because this is your, like, business and everything. You love modeling. I like that. Who's 4 models that you, like, looked up to and, like, or it don't have to be models, somebody in, like, the makeup industry and stuff like that?
Because I'm into so many things, most of it was, Amanda Latona.
Okay.
She's a fitness model, so when I first started modeling, it was fitness.
Okay.
So it was Amanda Latona, and I guess Tyra Always.
Tyra Always, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because America's Next Top Model, so she really gave a lot of girls like an edge and an opportunity with different body sizes.
True.
So that really intrigues me. Eva.
Okay.
Because she was in America's Next Top Model, and she was one of the first petite, like short models. She was 5'4", I'm 5'3". And she won with no hair. Like that's when they cut off all her hair. And she was a little African American girl, like just beautiful blue eyes. So I really she came from like a rocky start, and so I really like that she was so driven to like get in there regardless of her size. You know what I mean? So that was like a thing. And then Jamie, I guess Dana Lynn Bailey, which is another, she's Miss Universe.
Okay. Nice, okay.
So, so I guess 2 regular models and then 2, I wasn't like a Cindy Crawford kind of, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Betty Page always, just because she was the thicker girl, but those are so like vintage, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That when we throw the Betty Page out there, you know.
No,
Y'all
speaking of
seen
Betty Page, I was like, I did a TikTok, and this lady asked if you could have sex with anybody from the past, who would it be? I chopped it up, Betty Page and Selena.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're both beautiful women. You know what I'm saying? And Betty Page was like, you know what I'm saying? She's like the icon of beauty of what now beauty is today.
Yeah. But back then she was even thicker. Like, so like it went to like an extreme skinny, and then her. But I mean, as a designer and in the fashion world, because that's like what all of this ends up being. It's Betsy Johnson.
Okay, fact.
Who's your Mount Rushmore thing that you?
Oh, that's hard.
That's hard for you.
To narrow it down, right?
Yeah. So mine is like probably a melting pot. Cause, okay, like movie wise, and it's got to be Denzel.
Okay.
And then you know what I'm saying, comedy as a comedy, probably got to be Steve Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like. But I have to, cause I got to do 2 comedies. And I got to, and it's got to go to the man, the late great Bernie Mac, of course. Yeah. And then music wise, cause I love music. Yeah. Oh, that's hard.
That's really hard.
That's hard. But you know what I'm saying. But I'm just trying to like narrow it down. If I had to, I would say Ludacris.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Cause he's out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, and those out of those people, you know what I'm saying. I love to be funny. You know what I'm saying. And Ludacris is hilarious, but he's also, you know what I'm saying, he's like, he makes you think when he rhymes, things like that. But other than that, that's But if I had to pick those 4, those are my songs.
Your Mount Rushmore.
But
Okay.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I like that one. Now, we're going to give shout outs here. Who you want to give a shout out to? You know?
So, like, I was driving to work just a little while ago, and we were on Antelope.
Yeah.
And there was this chick walking in a red shirt and black pants. I don't know who she is, but she was walking with a strut. I mean, just strutting down the street. And Sam even was like, dude, she's walking with a strut. And I was like, that's a whole vibe. I just love that. Like, she like vibed me. Like her just like, I was like, I can't.
Like, I got this today. Where she was going, she's gonna have
both wearing red and black. She just like, it was like a sign from the universe, like, you know, liven up, your neck hurts, we get it. But like I mean, everything about her walking. I don't know if she ever listens to a podcast or anything, but I want to shout out like people like that.
Okay, cool.
Like she was just walking on the street. I don't know where she. I mean,
she was going. Anything I'd never seen her before. Anything.
She was just. I mean, that walk. Like, I mean, Sam noticed it, and I was just like, that's a whole vibe. That makes me happy.
Yeah. Well, you want to give a shout out to there, Marcus?
Anybody who's living positive right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just not just sick wise, but just in, you know what I'm saying, your personality or you just life. You know what I'm saying? Keep that positive. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that negativity. You know what I'm saying? You can have it there, but just don't let it consume you. Don't let it consume you at the end of the day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because this world is crazy, but you know what I'm saying? You at the end of the day, you're crazy, so you can do whatever.
Yeah, there you go. Mine is my shout is just gonna be to all the comedians that's out there grinding, doing what they need to do, and it's gonna get better. Yeah. And I hope people just try to stay focused on what they want to do and just keep reaching and keep going and keep going and keep going. You know, it's gonna be okay because at the end of the day, to me, it's all about making people laugh.
Yes, sir.
That's what it's all about. You constantly laugh, and that's what I'm working on. Yeah. You know, my confidence level is high. I want you to laugh to pass gas and spit your drink out. Yeah, that's my goal when I'm up there. But I appreciate y'all, man, for spending time once again, Felicia. Marcus, thanks for coming. You all anytime, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My name is Mr. Wendell. I'll see you when I'm looking at you.
All right, y'all. Y'all stay blessed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for real.